So I'm back in the Porsche after quite a long time. Fired up okay. I'm going to knock off the outside. There's a lot of moss growing on the outside, which is terrible. But I did read, or someone told me about, Evo magazine, which one is it? It is I think it's just a special edition, the Car of the Year edition. And I won't ruin which one's won, but they do a thing on which car won the very first Evo Car of the Year in 1998, and that would have been the third ever issue of Evo, and the winner was, I was rather surprised to learn, a Porsche 996, just like this one. How bizarre is that? A great article in there, I'd read it. Let's go for a drive. Oh my goodness, the clutch is heavy, I'm not used to it because I've been driving a different car. The brakes are still locked up. So, now I'm recording. So I've made quite a few videos recently that have just been absolutely rubbish. And I'm not previewing them in any way, so I get them home, I start some editing, and then when I look at them, the sound is awful, the video is awful, and it's all about the qualities. Now I did get a GoPro Hero 7 for Christmas, so I'm recording this on both cameras, so at some point I'll switch over between them. It's a maniac, is coming down the road really fast. And so on this occasion I haven't got a microphone plugged in on either of the cameras, and I just wanted to see what that would be like. The problem with that is I may make a really long rambling video and it'll be rubbish. So I've got quite a few videos that are just no good. They might come up. If I can find some snippets of them that are any good, I might put them up, but they'll be out of sequence. So I'll quickly get back to, before I get on a big road and it gets louder in here, just to where we are with the car. I haven't used it very much, but a couple of things I've noticed because of the winter, and I've not had this car in the winter before, but it smells really musty in here. I can't find any water ingress or any dampness anywhere, but it really smells musty, and I've heard a few people say that does happen. Also, when I've parked, I come back to it after I've driven it and I've parked, and I come back to it a few minutes later, it's steamed up. So, I mean, it makes me think there might be a leak, but I don't think so. The windows aren't steamed up when I come to it first thing in the morning. So I'm not sure what the problem is. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know. But I have heard it's quite a common thing, the musty thing. I have left it parked a long time. I haven't washed it, so it's got a thick film starting to develop along the top and on the sunroof seal of moss. So I need to clean that off before it perishes all the seals. I mean, the big thing is the camera. I'm hoping it ups the quality, the production values and quality of what I'm doing, and I would like to make more videos about the outside of the car, but only if I can get a decent camera. But there are a couple of other things that I wanted to bring you up to date on, but I can't remember what they are because they were in the other videos, and those videos are just awful. Also, I've got a stinking cold in one of them, in a couple of them. So yeah, it's not great. So I'll probably try and get a snippet of one of them where I've tried the GoPro camera once before. I've tried to change the cover on it because the last video I made, the sound was actually worse than my tube camera. So I need to sort that out. So living in the country, oh my god, the road so bumpy. I'm surprised the camera hasn't fallen off. So I'm going to get covered more in mud by driving around here, but eventually I will give it a wash. And I'm just going to drive it as it is without doing anything to it until the weather is better. I've got nowhere to work on it or do any small stuff, the usual stuff that I haven't done. And something I discovered, in a bit of a confession, which I've done in another video, I've confessed already, but I've not been able to publish that, is that it hasn't had a oil change in 3 years. Admittedly, it's only done about 5,000 miles in that time, but I guess it's the time as well, isn't it? So I need to sort that out. Everything feels a bit, because it's been parked for so long. So I am going to go this way. It still drives lovely. And roads are clear. It's nice just to put your foot down a little bit. I did say in one of the other videos that I do drive around quite often in 4th gear when I should really be in 5th or 6th, and it's because firstly I'm lazy, and secondly sometimes you can just put your foot down in 4th without having to change gear, and it's just nice that you can get a bit of a boost in acceleration without having to change gear, but it's massively inefficient and noisier. So if I do that now, I'm not going to say much more because I'm not going to ramble on and on and on and on and then go home and find that this video is a bag of shit. So I need to invest more time in doing the videos. I'm going to do that. I would recommend reading the article in that magazine. I won't tell you anything about it because it would be, unless I said spoiler alert, I don't know. It would be great if I don't know, I mean, it would be great if I heard about more people who'd gone out and bought one of these. And I guess the excitement and the entertainment value is when something goes wrong. But I don't want anything to go wrong on this or anybody else's. I just want to hear that, hey, I've gone and bought one and it's brilliant and I'm driving a Porsche 911. That was the whole idea behind all of this, just to see, firstly, can it be done, and secondly, get more people doing it. I mean, come on, it's a Porsche 911. And I mean, I've had the usual, oh, it was only a 996, but they should look at that review, what they said in 1998 about it. And you know, talking to somebody recently, they've said that the value is in a bit of a V. It's kind of going up, 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 and then you hit the 996 and it goes plummets, and then after the 996 it's up, 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 up again. So that's actually all fine. I didn't buy it to make any money out of it. I was hoping not to lose any money, and I was being greedy by saying if I sell it, I wouldn't mind getting some of that money back as well. So